Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat podcast. Today is episode 50, halfway to the century, and we're going to be doing our preview and predictions for the Women's Euros. The date that's going out is Wednesday, I believe, so we'll be out on the first day. So if you're watching this in the morning of Wednesday when it goes out, then make sure to tune in tonight on YouTube where we'll be live for England-Austria. Yeah, we're basically just going to discuss a few things about the tournament, talk about our predictions, all that kind of stuff, dark horses, we'll talk about who we think could win the Golden Boot, stuff like that. And yeah, that's about all.
I mean, as you said, it's a big day for the channel. 50 episodes of the new podcast. So
Season 1.
Thanks to you guys for watching all these podcasts. If you've been here,
we only got to 20 on season 0.
Yeah. But yeah, watching and listening, obviously on Spotify. That's been great as well. But it's also a big episode, as it is, as you said, opening day of the Women's Euros, a very big tournament. First time we're covering international women's internationals.
Yeah, we've not had any games.
We've only ever covered one women's game,
which was the Women's Champions League final. But yeah, definitely want to do more women's football, but it has to be on weekends. Well, obviously there isn't a better alternative. Considering how much fixture congestion there's going to be in the early part of next season, that doesn't seem likely.
But we've got a whole tournament, whole 2-3 weeks of women's football.
We do indeed. Obviously, hosted here in England. As the host nation, I'm excited. I think we could really go all the way.
Definitely. Looking at the teams in the tournament, looking at where the draw will hand it to us.
We spoke about it on Friday night when the England men's under-19s claimed the under-19s Euros. Potentially could go for all three. And I'm interested to see, because I think we can win the Women's Euros.
Definitely.
I think our squad is quite strong. I mean, we literally tore apart Netherlands in a friendly the other week. It's 5-0.
Yes, it was a friendly, but
5-0, I believe.
Yeah,
5-0, 5-1, something like that.
It was a strong England side, and it was a strong Netherlands side. So,
I think Netherlands are probably one of the best sides in the tournament.
I think that's a big thing.
If not in the world, so
we've looked very, very good in our warm-up fixtures. Against Switzerland, against Netherlands.
Doesn't always correlate, but it can make a difference, I think. But yeah, as I said, doesn't always correlate. You can have really good run-ups to the tournament and then have a mare. You can have horrific run-ups to the tournament and go on to win it.
I think being on home turf will massively help, like it did with our men's team last year. I think being in front of the home crowd will massively help.
It's also a chance for us to prove that we can remain civil and not smash the shit out of everything.
Yes.
Which could play well into our bid for the 2028 Men's Euros. Definitely. So hopefully everyone's on their best behaviour. I mean, I doubt it's going to be quite as ridiculous as the scenes we saw at Wembley last year.
But it's meant to be record attendances at women's games.
Is it? I presume in the UK.
Women's Euros.
Oh, for the Women's Euros game, not for. I was going to say, because in all of women's football, it's that game in the Nou Camp, wasn't it, between Barca and Real?
It's just the Euros, which is obviously great to see. Because I believe because it's Wembley. So I think
continue to break those records.
60,000, 70,000.
Continue to break those records as women's football becomes a more globally enjoyed sport. But yeah, predictions then. We've got just 4 groups in the Euros compared to the usual 8, isn't it? Yeah. No, 6.
It's 6.
6 and then the teams in 3 go play playoffs. So yeah, England in Group A alongside Norway, Austria and Northern Ireland. Now, I'm not going to say we're women's football's experts. There's probably a few teams in here who we've predicted completely wrong, and they've got some absolute gems that we've never heard of. But I'll try and do research to the best of my ability and stuff like that. And obviously, as the tournament goes on, we'll probably learn more and more. But yeah, basically just trying to predict based on what I've heard, what I know, and kind of what the men's national teams are like.
Yeah.
If you'd imagine, if it's a country that's rich in football heritage.
I think that's why I've paid some attention to the warm-up games, which could be good, could be bad, as you said. But watching England and watching who they've played against, that's kind of what I've roughly based this on. Yeah,
Group A then. I don't think there'll be too many differences here.
We'll go from the bottom.
I was going to say, 4th, who've you got?
I've got Northern Ireland.
I've also gone Northern
I'll
Ireland.
be honest, don't know too much about them.
But predicting based on the fact that Stephen Davis still plays for the men's national side.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. They're very good.
But I just want to mention, by the way, we are on the Eurogaming app. It's the same one for the Champions League and Europa League, Conference League, all of those tournaments, the same one for the Euros as well. there is a Women's Euros bracket on there. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Make sure to go and do that if you want to do your own predictions.
This is not a brand deal, UEFA.
No, unfortunately.
But if they do fancy, we'll happily, if they want their app to sponsor us, we'll happily have some talks about that.
Well, every podcast will just talk about it, even if there's no football on that week.
So we've got Northern Ireland bottom.
Third place.
I've gone Norway.
Ooh.
This is a big one, I know. Ada Hedeberg, I know she plays for them. I know Norway are very good, but there's always one big surprise at the tournament.
That's very interesting.
And I think what could happen is they could drop points to either Austria or Northern Ireland, and if they lose to England and drop points at one of the other sides, they're in real trouble.
Yeah, I've not gone Norway third. I've put Austria third. I think Norway are just going to be too strong for Austria.
I put Austria and England going through.
I've gone England top,
I'm
Norway second.
England to probably win. I think we should be winning all our games.
We shouldn't lose a game.
Yeah, and then I think Norway will lose to England, and either lose or draw to Austria.
Yeah.
And then it will be decided on either goal difference or they'll drop points to Northern Ireland or something like that. And I'm expecting an error.
Interesting.
They've got some good players, but I don't know. We always lose big teams.
Yeah, I think we may have gone identical for Group V. I've gone Finland bottom.
Finland bottom, yeah.
Denmark third. Germany second. Spain top.
Same.
I was going to say I don't really know any players in these teams, but Spain, I know they've got a few in like Barcelona.
I know Germany are quite good.
Spain and Germany I think are just strong. Putellas does play for Spain, who's the current Ms. Ballon d'Or holder. So
she was very good.
You would imagine she'll be quite decent.
Yeah.
So I do think that she could carry Spain even if the team aren't great. Again, I don't know much.
Is it
too much about Spain?
For Germany as well.
Pernille Harder is Danish.
Oh, okay.
So
she's going out.
We could have. I do think that could be where we see some.
Yeah.
She's either Danish or Norwegian.
I think she's Norwegian.
I was going to say, if she's Norwegian and they've got Harder and Hegerberg, I'm going to Google. Yeah, there is no way they.
But again, that adds up to my
Danish.
Oh no, she is Danish.
So you've
knocked her out as well.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
You don't rate any world-class strikers.
No. Any of the people I actually know, I think they're going out.
Yeah. On to Group C. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. Group C then.
Group C.
Who've you got bottom?
I've got Switzerland.
Oh, interesting. I put Portugal bottom. I think it'll be close between those two. I think there's no way either of those get out.
I've also put Portugal out.
This would be the group if we had... I've also put Switzerland out. If there was going to be a giant killing, it would be Netherlands out.
But I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I think they're way too strong.
I don't see that happening.
But I think they could... I don't think they'll get to the final, put it that way.
I don't either. But we'll get into that later.
Interesting.
I really hope we have exactly the same
draw. Then, Group D...
Group C, Netherlands and Sweden.
Oh yeah. I've got Netherlands top, Sweden second.
Sweden, I know they're quite good as well.
Yeah, and that's going to be that's going to be on the opening week. So obviously today on the Wednesday we've got England Austria, but on Saturday we're live for Netherlands Sweden because I think that will be a very good game. A tough group opener for both of them, and if it was a draw, potentially that could be problematic.
One that decides who tops the group. Obviously, if it's a draw, and that puts them both in a bit of trouble.
Well, yeah, because they'll both be 2 points behind if the other game is a win. Who have you got bottom of Group D then?
I've got Iceland.
I also have Iceland.
Then third, Belgium.
Purely guesswork. Third, I have Italy.
Ooh, I've put Italy top.
I think that's harsh, but yeah, I don't know. I think France are strong, and France will top this group. I think it'll be close between Belgium and Italy. But you think Italy's stronger than France? Interesting that. I've got Italy third, Belgium second, France top.
Fair enough. Okay.
And you've got Italy set first,
Italy first, France second, Belgium third, and we've both got Iceland bottom.
Very interesting indeed. On to the quarter-finals then.
So, shall I run through, Mark? Because obviously we now have different brackets.
Yeah, they shouldn't be too different though, because we've gone for fairly similar. Okay,
so
draws,
first quarter-final for me is Netherlands, France.
I have Netherlands, Belgium, but I think if we've both gone for the same team here,
I've got Netherlands going through.
I also have Netherlands going through, so that won't cause too many problems.
England, Germany.
I also have England, Germany.
England going through.
England progressing.
Yeah. Then I've got Italy, Sweden.
I've got France, Sweden with Sweden
going through. Then I've Spain, Austria.
Oh.
I've got Spain going through.
Interesting. I've got Spain, Norway, and I put Norway to go through.
It's a bit of difference. So my two semi-finals are Netherlands, England, and Sweden, Spain.
Yeah.
What have you got?
I have. Hang on, give me a second. I've somehow managed to accidentally change my order.
Okay.
But I have.
You got Netherlands.
I've Netherlands, England,
Norway.
and then Sweden, Norway. Yeah.
So I've got Netherlands, England. I've got England going through to the final.
I also have England going through to the final.
Sweden, Spain. I have Spain going through to the final.
I put Sweden into the final.
So I've got an England, Spain final. You've
I
got
have an England, Sweden final.
Winning my Women's Euros, I have England.
Yeah, same.
We are so biased. No, but genuinely, I do think we are the strongest team.
Yeah, whereas with the men's national team, it's a bit like Brazil, Argentina, all these teams that are going to beat us, and we're just there. Biased. Yeah, and we're just there like, well, Jesse Lingard's going to score a hat trick, and we're going to win it. If Jesse Lingard's there, we've got a problem.
The Women's Euros, it's definitely
we look strong.
We are very strong. Yeah,
I've
seen our squad. Do you want to run through our squad?
Yes, go on then. I'll have a little look.
It's very strong. From keeper. I'm saying that like I don't know the players. I do know the players, but I'll let you run through it. In terms of obviously, one of my big shots might be that I've got Spain going all the way through to the final. I've got them as my dark horses. I don't know. I feel like Putellas can kind of.
I don't think having the Ballon d'Or winner can make them dark horses. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, they're not one of the stronger.
Compared to I've got Netherlands going out in the semis. I've got Norway, Norway out of the groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one other thing I want to discuss. Obviously, we've got the team. There's one other thing that I want to see your opinion on. But I'll let you go through the squad first.
Hang on, give me a second.
Can you not find it? Do you want me to find it easily?
No, I've got it up. I was just looking at Serena Weigmann's career.
So that's what I was about. That's what I want to ask.
I don't know too much about Serena Weigmann, so I was just looking through.
I like her. I think she's a very, very good manager.
So she's a former professional women's footballer, played for the Dutch national side, and then became the Netherlands manager until 2020, I think. I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, she was Netherlands coach. So I don't know whether that was. I presume that was one of the coaches or the manager. And then she joined England in September 2021, and now a year on. Yeah. Less than a year on. Going into the tournament, widely regarded as one of the best international coaches in the women's game.
Definitely. Watching the warm-up games, we've scored some great goals. We've played really well. We've looked solid defensively. I really like her style of play and her tactics. Yeah. The way she sets up the team, and compared to the likes of what we had in the past, like Phil Neville, she is miles better.
Well, we've had that creepy bloke.
Yeah.
Who got arrested, I think. Yeah, I can't remember what happened with him. Phil Neville, who now manages Inter Miami.
Yeah. I definitely think that's it, because I think we've always had the squad, but now we've got the manager to go with it. And I think that's very big, and that's why I think we have the best chance of winning.
Indeed. Looking at the squad then, Mary Earps, one of the goalkeepers, Hannah Hampton, and Ellie Roebuck. I've never heard of any of these three.
Mary Earps will start. Okay. Arsenal keeper, very good. I believe anyway. If I'm wrong, please let me know.
Let me have a little look, because you can click on him and have a look at the profile. Was born in Nottingham and plays for Manchester United.
Okay, we have gone very wrong there. One of them plays for Arsenal.
I was right. I went Man United. She's 5'8", short for a keeper.
How might we have then? One of them plays for Arsenal, I swear.
Mary Earps plays for United and is short.
Okay, which is the other keeper? All the other keepers.
She was competing for the... Hang on, I was just looking for a little biography here.
Right.
Yeah, so she's played the first 7 of Weigmann's games. She used to play for Wolfsburg, obviously one of the best women's sides around.
Yeah. I swear one of the goalkeepers plays for Arsenal.
She used to be fighting for the number 1 spot with Karen Bardsley and Carly Telford. It seems now she's our first keeper. Ellie Roebuck, though, is young.
Please tell me she plays for Arsenal, so I don't know that idiot.
She plays for Manchester City.
She doesn't play for no.
And then the other keeper, Hannah Hampton. She plays for Aston Villa.
Okay, none of them are Arsenal.
Born in Birmingham, plays for Aston Villa. Our keepers are all short though.
Who's the Arsenal keeper? I'm going to find out now. It's definitely.
I guess I was thinking 5'8" short, but that's compared to men's goalkeepers who are usually 6'1". But I imagine 5'8" is the average height for a female goalkeeper. That would make more sense. Right, then defenders, Millie Bright, I've heard of her. Lucy Bronze, Jess Carter, Chelsea, Rachel Daly, Alex Greenwood, Manchester United or Manchester City. City. Demi Stokes and Lotta Wooben Moy.
All strong, all very good, a lot of good players.
She plays for Arsenal. There's one Arsenal
Well,
player, yeah.
Maybe we had an Arsenal player in there.
Somewhere. Millie Bright now plays for Chelsea as well. Has
Yeah,
always played for Chelsea for a
I
while.
was gonna say.
Also, I did see that though there was a big exclusion with no Steph Houghton going to the Euros this year, obviously with injury. How do you feel about that?
Completely understandable. If she hasn't played for a whole season, there'd be no point in taking her.
Yeah,
If
fair
you're
enough.
not taking just a random centre half for a bit of experience, because she's nowhere near fit to play, so it'd be pointless.
Yeah, and then Lucy Bronze, of course, has been around
She's moved to
for a while. She was at City. She's been everywhere. She joined Lyon in 2017 and won the Champions League and domestic title in all 3 of her seasons in France. And then she returned to Manchester City in 2020.
Yeah.
Missed the start of Serena Weigmann's reign in charge due to her injury, but has re-established herself in the squad ahead of Euro 2022.
Very good. Right back, I believe.
What's my favourites then? Fran Kirby.
Incredible.
One of the best players around. Jill Scott.
Very experienced. Obviously
Arsenal.
Now at Villa. She
okay.
was at Man City.
Now it says Man City on here.
That's the other way around. I know she is playing.
She was on loan at Villa,
She's on loan at Villa.
but it's set to leave City this summer at the end of her contract. But yeah, she is now
very experienced.
She made her debut in 2006.
Yeah.
She's 35 years old now. Yeah.
This is probably her last Euro, so her last chance to win anything.
Georgia Stanway, who is just left Manchester City on a free to join Bayern Munich. So that's big news. City losing a lot of stars this summer. Ella Toone, Kira Walsh, and Leah Williamson, the youngster, I believe. Yeah, she's 25.
Can't remember who she plays for.
Arsenal. There's someone plays for Arsenal again. And then Bethany England, Lauren Hemp, Chloe Kelly, Beth Mead, Nikita Paris, Alessia Russo, and Ellen White. What a rich group of strikers there.
Goal scorer for England.
Helen White?
Yeah, I believe she's our top. Yeah.
Nikita Paris, a very strong option in attack.
Definitely.
Lauren Hemp is going to be our starting striker, you'd imagine. Looked very, very good in the warm-up games. And then Bethany England, of course.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Definitely going to be in with a shout of playing.
100%. Lot of options. I think our squad is just good.
We've got a strong squad. A very strong squad. I'm going to check the Netherlands squad.
Yeah.
As well. See
who
is there.
We've got Netherlands, England. I've put Spain in the final. You've put Sweden in the final. Got a woman in there. Because if not, you'll end up with...
I just saw Frankie de Jong
playing for the women's team. If not, they might win.
But yeah, I mean, this tournament will be about learning more and more, and hopefully if a lot of you that regularly listen to the podcast and watch the live show stuff don't watch women's football, this is your chance to get into it.
Like, yes, one of it, again, it's England football. We all love getting together to watch England and cheering on whoever it is. Don't matter if it's the under-19s, women's football, men's football, whatever. But it's also, it's a big tournament for women's football. As I said, record attendances. Good to keep pushing women's football out there. It's only been going for 30 years. So
something like that. I've just done something quite interesting. The Netherlands coach is English.
Yeah.
So the English coach is Dutch, and the Netherlands coach is English.
Yes.
Okay then.
Both probably better than Gareth Southgate.
Probably. Vivian Miedema, of course, will be the danger player for Netherlands. Of course, Lieke Mertens is going to be there. Jill Roord. Seeing if I recognise any others. I don't, but there's some players who has a lot of minutes played.
They've got a very good squad. They've got a very good squad as well. But I think the England squad is the strongest out of all of the squads.
So, reigning European champions, it is the Netherlands, I believe.
Yeah. I think. I don't know.
I
always forget, because I only remember the World Cup, and that's always America.
Yeah, but the Netherlands got to the final last time, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hang on. History. No, that's not what I wanted.
No, you want that? There we go. Is that it?
No. Tells you who've won player of the tournament every year.
I think this is good though, because I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm looking forward to broadcasting women's football. Talking to people about it.
Lieke Mertens got player of the tournament 4 years ago, so you can imagine they.
Obviously, we aren't the most experienced. It's also a bit of a learning curve for me. Learn more about women's football.
So obviously, England won it in hosted it in 2005, and Germany won it.
Yeah,
Germany won it every year between 1995 and 2013. Netherlands won it in 2017 as they hosted it. England hosted it this year.
Because
England win it.
There wasn't one in 2019, nor was there one in 20.
No, it would have been 2021.
Oh, yeah,
2019 was the
this
World
year,
Cup,
yeah.
which did go ahead. 2021 got suspended a year.
So we're now doing it this year.
Yeah.
Like the men's, the Euros 2020 was in 2021 for the men.
You have got to think that the biggest competition to England is going to be the Netherlands. Though I also think Sweden will be strong. They've obviously got Magdalena Eriksson from Chelsea.
Definitely. Obviously,
Very good player.
I put Norway out in the groups, but if they don't get grouped, I definitely think they could go far. They've got a very good squad.
And then Denmark, I think, could pick Germany if we type between those two.
Be interesting to see.
I imagine Pernil Harder might be able to
as well. I think that'll be a good.
tip the balance. That'll be a good group, yeah.
Spain, Germany, Denmark.
I don't think we've actually got down to any of those games, so we might have to put one of them into the schedule. But yeah,
I think it really depends after the game week 1 what the groups are looking like. Because if one group is decided and the other one and then one isn't, we might do that game. Obviously, we'll do every England game.
Yes,
That's a given, no matter what happens. Unless we lose the first turn, we might start being sad by that point. We'll probably be out. That's the thing, though.
Yeah, but
you only get 3 games. You lose your
exactly.
first game, you're in big trouble.
Indeed. That's about all though for today.
Yeah.
Golden Boot, you'd imagine would be between Hemp, Miedema, Hegerberg, Ellen White, Pernil Harder, Alexia Putellas.
There's a lot of options there.
I was going to say, yeah.
Then it's one of those, it's basically who goes furthest in the tournament.
Yeah.
If your team goes out in the groups, also you're probably not going to score as many goals as the person who gets to the final.
Having said that, Sebastian Haller in the Champions League this season, Ajax knocked out in the round 16. He didn't score in those round 16 games, yet he still was up there for the
And then Benzema, who went all the way,
exactly,
got top goal scorer. So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That really depends, which is why I think it will probably be one of the England strikers. Either Hemp.
We're gonna go all the way. Come on,
it's gone. It's gone.
I reckon it'll be Karen Kearney out of retirement. Yeah,
but yeah, we've won the under-19 Euros this year. If we can win the women's Euros, that's great.
We've got the women's under-19 Euros is going on at the moment as well,
and the men's World Cup.
Potentially
a little 4 trophies for England this year.
Wow, can't wait to only win the under-19s Euros or something like that.
Yeah.
How disappointing. But yeah, that is all for today. Make sure to tune in, if you're on YouTube, to all our coverage of the Women's Euros over the next month. As we, hopefully England win it.
Yeah.
And we can all learn the player names together. I mean, we'll try and learn them before, but
we'll do a bit of
if you've
research.
watched some of our games where we do like the under-19s games, you'll realise that learning names on the fly...
Yeah. I mean, we came into this...
Interesting.
We've come to this video very blind because we need to get this. We want to get this video out to there's a preview and a build up to the tournament.
This isn't our professional job. I don't have hours to research everyone.
But when it does come to the games, we'll know the players better. Obviously, a whole England squad will be a lot easier.
Because we're watching every game.
Yeah, and things like that.
And the Netherlands squad would got two out of the 3
I
games
will
we're
sit
doing.
up till 3 a.m. in the morning reciting Netherlands and Sweden players.
Just from sort of with a completely different line.
I know who the reserve goalkeeper is.
Okay.
The whole line, the whole squad.
Okay, good. But that's all. If you're on YouTube, head on over to Spotify. And if you're on Spotify, head on over to the YouTube. Join us for the live shows. They're going to be a vibe. Anyone that was there for the England Under-19s final will tell you that it was an absolutely great day. I mean, we had 30 people just listening to songs at the end of it. So if you like music, you'll like it. But hopefully we'll have a very good tournament. Hopefully England have a very good tournament. Hopefully it's a great vibe in the streams. But thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.